Sean "Diddy" Combs, the iconic music mogul, could be fighting for his life amid federal and sex crimes charges. On Monday, New York police arrested Combs, who has been battling civil lawsuits for the past year over misconduct claims spanning 3 decades. The next day, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York announced charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transporting individuals for prostitution. The charges, detailed in a 14-page federal grand jury indictment, reveal an extensive federal investigation into the 54-year-old hip-hop icon. Prosecutors allege Combs used his wealth and status in the entertainment industry to fulfill his sexual desires in a recurrent and widely known pattern of abuse. Combs has maintained his innocence against the civil lawsuits and pleaded not guilty to all charges on Tuesday. However, he will remain in jail until his trial. But what does this mean for his upcoming legal battle and his career? Legal experts suggest the severity of the charges puts Combs in a precarious position. In criminal cases, a grand jury assesses the evidence provided by the prosecution in a private proceeding and determines whether there's probable cause to put a defendant on trial. In Combs' case, U.S. Attorney Damian Williams stated that the evidence includes records obtained through over 300 grand jury subpoenas and other voluntary productions. Federal investigators have gathered extensive evidence, including more than 90 cell phones, laptops, cloud storage accounts, and at least 30 storage devices. They issued over 300 grand jury subpoenas to obtain this evidence from communication providers, tech and social media companies, financial institutions, and Combs companies. Prosecutors also claim to have dozens of videos depicting Combs' so-called freak-offs, days-long sex performances involving coerced participants through narcotics and intimidation. The evidence suggests an uphill battle for the defense. According to Anna Kaminsky, associate professor of law at New York Law School, the case is substantively different from typical he-said-she-said sexual assault cases. Here, dozens of witnesses and victims have provided detailed, credible, and corroborated information against Combs. The racketeering charge is particularly serious, as it alleges not just individual illegal acts, but participation in a greater criminal enterprise. This RICO charge, along with sex trafficking, carries the potential for a life sentence. Federal sex trafficking cases carry a minimum sentence of 15 years, and Combs is potentially facing much longer. Federal prosecutors don't bring cases unless they believe they're going to win. If convicted, Combs' career is over, and he could spend the rest of his life in prison. 2 judges have denied Combs' requests for release on a $50 million bond, citing risks of witness tampering and obstruction. This makes preparing for his defense even more challenging, as he will be fighting these charges from behind bars. Before these legal troubles, Combs was celebrated with the Global Icon Award at the MTV Video Music Awards in September 2023 and received the key to New York City. Now his legacy is on the line as he faces one of the most critical battles of his life.